What's up, everybody? This is Francis over here from PlayerEssence.com, and we got a little Player Essence news flash for you guys. So the big news of the day is the Steam machine has basically been announced, and oh, there is some great news for fans like me of Steam and for Valve. This is all going to change because this iBuyPower's Steam machine has been announced. They just showed off a prototype. It's running off of a basic version of the Steam OS that they're still working on right now. But this machine is going to be able to run games at 1080p, 60 frames per second. All of your Steam titles will be able to run at that resolution, full 1080p, 60 frames per second. And it's going to cost $499. So that is the same price as the Xbox One right now. I can guarantee you that Microsoft and Sony, and to an extent Nintendo, are sweating bullets, but definitely Microsoft. I want to go ahead and get into a couple different things. Now, if you want more details as far as the specs, as far as what was said about that, you can head over to PlayerEssence.com and read about that. I'm not huge on tech or as far as tech savvy with PCs, but what I do know is 1080p and 60 frames per second is awesome, because it is, because I have a gaming laptop and I do that all the time. But to get into this and why this is a very good thing for gaming, definitely it puts pressure on Microsoft and Sony. It puts pressure on Microsoft and Sony to step up their game and deliver better games, better services, better things. Now, what I alluded to earlier is that this is Steam, this is Valve, this is a gaming company only. They only have focus on gaming, so I definitely think this is going to be good. I'm looking forward to this a lot. Microsoft and Sony have their feet dipped into so many different areas. Sometimes I think they lose focus on what's important to gamers, what's important to console gamers, and I think Valve, with this Steam box and these different specifications, will be able to hit a wide variety of different markets, different people that are looking for different things. Now, I'm looking for 1080p 60 frames per second. If this machine can get me that, I am definitely there, because I have not made up my mind as far as, or I haven't purchased an Xbox One or PS4 yet, just because there's not really any appealing software, and also because I'm still waiting on the Valve Steam machines to see if that might be a better investment. And right now, it is looking to be a better investment with Microsoft and Sony's machines struggling to reach 1080p 60 frames per second on every single title. There's only a few that support that out of the gate for the PS4, and I'm not sure if there's any really for Microsoft's Xbox One that supports that. The Wii U does have a few that do support that, but it's a little bit of a different level as far as graphically speaking here. But I play Nintendo for the exclusives. This is basically for my third-party machine, and of course to capture footage to show all of you guys on PlayerEssence.com and here on my YouTube channels. But another cool thing about this is that with Steam and with Valve, there's going to be multiple specifications. Like I said, there's going to be a higher end ones, so if you want to spend a little bit more, maybe you want something that's a little bit more powerful, you'll be able to get that. This is just iBuyPower's Steam machine, and they just released some small details on it. Now, this isn't necessarily the final build of the machine. It can still change. They have not shown off what is going to be the final build just yet. This is just a prototype, like I said, running on early Steam OS software, but it will be able, like I said, to run all of your games at 1080p 60 frames per second, which they did confirm that today. And Microsoft, I remember there was a story, Microsoft was actually the first to comment on them, and they basically kind of, I wouldn't say damage control, but they kind of said, oh, well, it's tough to get into the console market, which it is tough to get into the console market, but if you get in right off the bat with digital, with Steam sales, with free online play over your direct competitors, I think that's going to help them out immensely. Now, personally, the reason why I'm looking forward to this the most is just because of the free online play and because of the Steam sales, and because I know how awesome Steam is. A lot of gamers haven't got a chance to experience it. I've experienced it on my gaming laptop, but I'm definitely looking for something that I can put in the living room that I don't have to have my laptop hooked up to my TV. So this is perfect for me. I'm also looking to see what other vendors carry this, because iBuyPower is not the only one. There's going to be different designs, there's going to be different power, you know, as far as the computing power and the GPUs and all the stuff that's going to be in there. There's going to be different stuff, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, this is coming out in 2014, so it's not too far away here, probably the end of 2014. And like I said, it's already looking pretty good to me, just because I know what Valve is about. And I think that it's about time that we got another manufacturer into this business, into the industry, that's really just focused on gaming. and it's just really focused on games and the gamers, and I think that's what Valve is. And I'm liking what they're doing, like I said, with the free online play, and I'm liking what they're doing with the Steam sales. I really like them, and I really like the direction that this Steam machine is going, especially $4.99. That definitely has Microsoft sweating a little bit, because you have to pay for their service, and you have to, everything's behind a paywall with Microsoft, and to an extent with Sony, you have to pay for online play with the PS Plus. Now, I don't want to get too far into why I'm not into Sony with the PS4 and the PS Plus and all that, and why I'm into this Steam machine more, but I will say that I don't really see the value in PlayStation Plus as much as other people do, just because I don't really feel like paying for a bunch of games that I'm probably not going to play, and I don't have the time to play. So for me, the value is not really there. It's just a little too much, and on top of that, those games disappear after you're done paying for the service. So it's kind of like renting games. If you stop paying, you don't get it. So I can just do GameFly instead if I really wanted something like that. But I understand the value that's there for people, but I really don't feel like paying for a service. I think that online play should be free like it was on the PS3. And if you want PS Plus, you should have the option of getting it, but they should not force it for online play. So that's why I'm kind of a little bit higher on this Steam machine. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If they can convince, if Valve can convince Square Enix to put Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 on this machine, wow, I won't need a PS4 really at all, because that's really what I'm going to buy a PS4. Those are the two games that I'm waiting for to come out before I buy one. And yeah, if the Steam machine has it, then yeah, I don't need a PS4. But we'll see what else. There's still more games to come out. Sony still has their exclusives. So this is shaping up to be a very interesting console generation, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see what the companies do and see how the competition plays out. Now, as far as Nintendo goes, Nintendo is not out of this. They could be sweating a little bit, but Nintendo does have those exclusive franchises really to keep them afloat, like Super Mario 3D World, that's getting awesome reviews, and people are going out and buying the Wii U for that. And Microsoft and Sony are more third-party dependent. But the reason why I say Microsoft is the most, like sweating the most out of this, is because they're the most third-party dependent out of anybody. And if Valve can come and steal that support, steal those extra sales, that can be very difficult, especially at the same price. We might see a price cut coming soon from Microsoft, more sooner than later. But anyway, what do you guys think about this story? Are you guys interested in the Steam machine? Are you guys looking to get a little bit more information? It's coming out in 2014. Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you check out the description, where you can actually see more details on the Steam machine, as far as what it's running at, the graphics card it has, all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure some of you guys can see it right now. Join in the discussion. We already have 63 comments, so definitely join in if you want to. Alright, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, share this video with your friends, and once again, this is Francis from PlayerAssist.com, and we will see you guys for the next video. Peace.